For many years, Kenya and Uganda have maintained harmonious ties, cooperating closely on border security issues and working together in numerous external missions. Despite this long history of partnership, there have been a couple of moments that created tension between the two countries, such as the Migingo Island dispute, which was later resolved amicably. When it comes to military establishment, these two countries have different models of national defense that are shaped by their political priorities and military doctrines. In this video, we are going to compare the military establishments of Kenya and Uganda by focusing on their manpower, the army, the navy, the air force, finance and strategic partnerships, logistics, command, and technology. According to the global firepower, Kenya has a total of 75,000 military personnel. This comprises 50,000 active military personnel and 25,000 paramilitary forces. Kenya has zero reserves, which means that there are no personnel under reserve status who are available to be called into service at any moment. However, having a paramilitary force of 25,000 means that the country has a large group operating outside the formal military structure, which is available for immediate use whenever required. Uganda, on the other hand, has an estimated total military personnel member of 90,000. This includes 45,000 active personnel, 35,000 reserves, and 10,000 paramilitary forces. With a total of 35,000 reservists, Uganda has a large group that is available on call for service at any given moment. Comparing the two countries, it can be noted that Uganda focuses more on numerical strength than Kenya. However, Kenya has a larger population, which gives it a larger recruitment base than Uganda. Kenya also has better trained forces who are ranked higher globally. Kenya Defense Forces is ranked 83rd globally, while Uganda People's Defense Force is ranked 114th out of 145 in the latest review done by Global Firepower. The Army. The Kenya Army is one of the three branches that make up the Kenya Defense Forces, with the other two being the Kenya Navy and the Kenya Air Force. The estimated number of army personnel in Kenya is 45,000. The primary mission of the Kenyan Army is to defend the country's sovereignty and territorial boundaries against land-based aggression. Its secondary mission is to offer support in the event of an emergency, disaster, and situations that require peace restoration. The Kenyan Army is a highly disciplined force that receives its training in various areas such as leadership, marksmanship, as well as defensive and offensive tactics. It is equipped with more than 4,387 armored fighting vehicles, which include 188 tanks, 4,128 vehicles, 18 self-propelled artilleries, and 53 towed artilleries. Among these combat equipment include modernized Russian T-72's main battle tanks, South African Puma M26 15 protected patrol vehicles, Type 92 wheeled armored personnel carriers, and Vickers Mark III tanks. The Ugandan Army is a modern, professional, efficient, and accountable force that is charged with the responsibility of protecting Uganda's territorial integrity against threats that occur on land. There are 26,000 army personnel in Uganda. Uganda is one of the countries that have been able to maintain one of the largest armies in Africa. The Ugandan Army has 4,153 combat equipment, which include 259 tanks, 3,862 armored vehicles, 6 self-propelled artilleries, and 26 towed artilleries. Its fleet is made up of equipment acquired from Russia and vehicles that are manufactured domestically in collaboration with UAE-based trade group and South African companies. The Ugandan Army owns T-72 and T-55 main battle tanks and various armored vehicles such as Nyoka armored personnel carriers and light armored vehicles known as Tornadoes, among other models. The Ugandan Army has more battle tanks, while Kenya owns more armored vehicles, self-propelled artilleries, and towed artilleries. In terms of numbers, Kenya has more army personnel than Uganda, with 45,000 compared to Uganda's 26,000. The Navy. The Kenya Navy is another integral branch of the Kenya Defense Forces. Its headquarters are based in Mombasa, The Kenya Navy has two main bases, the Mtongwe base in Mombasa and the Manda Bay in Lamu. There are 2,500 personnel in the Kenya Navy. Kenya Navy operates a sizable fleet that includes 7 offshore patrol vehicles, Defender-class response boats, and Metal Shark boats. The KNS Jasiri is one of the most important vessels owned by the Kenya Navy. It is an oceanographic and patrol ship that features advanced security features. The KNS Jasiri is fitted with a sonar system that is able to sense the slightest of movements underwater within a distance of up to 100 kilometers. The vessel has a sophisticated 360 degrees radar that detects objects as small as a golf ball within the same radius of 100 kilometers. Being a landlocked country, Uganda does not have a navy. Instead, the country has marine commandos who are part of UPDF land forces. This marine unit is charged with responsibilities such as patrolling the Uganda's inland waters such as Lake Victoria. Its fleet includes smaller patrol crafts and riverine boats. Comparing the two, Kenya has a well-established navy, while Uganda does not have a formal navy, given its landlocked status. However, it is important to note that the marine unit of UPDF is still trained on important maritime security duties. The Air Force. The Kenyan Air Force is responsible for safeguarding the airspace of the country. It was constituted on 1st June 1964, shortly after Kenya became independent. While its primary responsibility is to defend Kenya's airspace, Kenya Air Force secondary mission includes supporting other branches of KDF, offering their assistance to civil authorities in times of disasters and emergencies. Its support includes offering humanitarian assistance, disaster response, and search and rescue operations. Kenya has about 6,500 Air Force personnel and 156 aircraft, which include 17 fighter jets such as Northrop F-5 Tiger II, 85 helicopters, and 21 transport planes. On the other hand, Uganda People's Defense Forces Air Force is a disciplined and highly trained force that is tasked with engaging in aerial warfare to secure the airspace of Uganda. Other UPDF Air Force responsibilities include assisting in natural disasters and offering air support for army operations, as well as participating in regional peace missions. The UPDF Air Force has about 1,200 personnel and 51 total aircrafts. When it comes to Air Force, Kenya has more manpower and aircraft. However, Uganda has also sophisticated weapons such as Sukhoi Su-30 Mk2 fighter jets. Logistics, command and technology. Kenya has a more advanced logistics infrastructure and command system, as well as a well-established succession plan that prevents leadership vacuum. Kenya also has invested significantly in modernization, navy, and air power. The KDF has a reputation for mobility, precision, and rapid deployment. There are special forces prepared for missions such as counterterrorism, reconnaissance, hostage rescue, and maritime security. Uganda has also superior technology. The UPDF has acquired advanced Air Force fighter jets such as Sukhoi Mk2 fighter jets from Russia, which are capable of beyond visual range engagement. Uganda also has modernized T-90 tanks with better armor and armament. Uganda's recent combat experience from operations such as DRC and South Sudan shows its rapid deployment ability. Once again, thank you for watching this video until the end. If you are discovering me for the first time, please consider subscribing and share with your friends. See you in the next one.